You're very welcome, Minister. And I just want to thank everyone for raising the issue of breast density, and to thank, I suppose, particularly you, Senator Costello. You're such a strong advocate for breast cancer, and we thank you for it. I've learned so much from even listening to you. But I'm delighted, Minister, that you're the Minister for Health. You're so proactive, and we're delighted that I'm so delighted that we can actually make the statements today on breast cancer. Exactly 2 weeks ago, I hosted an event in the AV room which addressed the topic of dense breasts, and it's great. It's so reassuring to hear so many people bring it up today. Like me, like so many other senators, I had no idea of dense breasts until I was approached by 2 women in my own area. This event was attended by many senators, TDs, and we heard testimonies from Siobhan Freeney, whose survival of breast cancer, and from Martha Lovett-Cullen, whose mother Marion died from breast cancer less than a year ago. Both of these women, Siobhan and Marion, along with dozens of other women who came here outside Leinster House last year, before and after the event that I spoke to, they had something in common. They'd all received clear mammograms and assumed that this meant that they were clear of breast cancer. In fact, all that the clear mammogram had indicated was that their cancers had not been detected. 6 months after her clear mammogram, Siobhan received a diagnosis of stage 3 invasive cancer. 12 months after she received her clear mammogram, Marion received the devastating news that she had stage 4 terminal cancer, and a year later she was dead. So I'm just going to read out a letter from Marion's daughter, Martha, who spoke at the at our VA briefing last week, and she wanted me to read this out today. To the members of the Oireachtas, my name is Martha Lovett-Cullen, and I lost my mum Marion Lovett to stage 4 metastatic breast cancer last August. She was 61. She was a mother, a writer, a researcher, and a feminist. She spent her life fighting for justice, and if she was still here, she would be the one writing this, but she isn't, so I'm doing it for her. My mum went to every breast check appointment. She trusted the system. In August 2022, she received a letter saying her mammogram was clear. 1 year later, in August 2023, she was diagnosed with incurable breast cancer. The same week, she was finally told that she had dense breast tissue. Information that had been visible on her mammogram all along. Information that was never disclosed to her. Dense breast tissue significantly increases your risk of breast cancer and makes it hard to detect on a mammogram. It is one of the most important pieces of information a woman can receive after a scan, but my mother never got the chance. She died asking, why was this allowed to happen? She should still be alive here today. And my family and I will never stop asking the question, what if she'd been told sooner? If she'd known her risk, she might be still here. That's the reality. As of today, June 9th, the petition I started calling for mandatory breast density notification has reached 9,639 signatures and is fast approaching 10,000. That's just not a number. That's a message from the women, families and people of Ireland. This matters. We are waking up to the silent failure in our screening system, and we're demanding better. Once we hit 10,000, you will have no choice but to listen, because we will not be silent. We are not asking for the impossible. We are asking for a single crucial line in a results letter, a line that tells women their breast density, a line that gives them knowledge, a line that could save lives. Ireland is behind other countries. Other countries already notify women of their breast density, such as US, Canada, Australia and parts of Europe. Why not here? Why not now? And we have to ask ourselves, what if it was your mother, your daughter, your sister? What if it was you? Wouldn't you want to know? We have the chance to act before more women are failed like my mother, more families are left grieving, before more lives are needlessly lost. Please don't let this opportunity to do the right thing pass us. Signed, Martha Lovett-Cullen. So I'm saying to you, as a department, I think the most important thing we can do is, like, almost 50% of women have dense breasts, 10% have extremely dense, and 40% have heterogeneously dense. Dense breast materials, like it's been said today, shows up on a mammogram as being white. Cancer or potentially cancerous material also shows up as being white. But up to 50% of cancers in women with dense breasts may be missed. Breast density not only potentially masks cancers, it also a very significant risk factor in the development of cancer. So I'm calling on you, Minister, that every woman deserves to know what her level of breast density is and what the consequence of this information is. That's why there must be mandatory reporting. So I'm asking you to introduce a mandatory reporting bill of breast density, or else maybe to allow a backbencher in your department maybe to do the same, or in your government to do the same.